Junior here with Lifestyle Cycles again, and we are at our bike night. I've got some of the most incredible people, and I'm with someone, a name that everyone has got to know, Arlen Ness. This is Kelly, and we're here with our Bagger Racing League bike. You guys contributed parts. This was a combined effort through Drag Specialties. It was all built in 2 days.
Nice.
Now, you guys were cool enough. You guys supplied us with our shock extensions.
Yes.
Can you tell us why they're on this bike and what they do?
Absolutely. So with the BRL Bagger Racing League stuff, is the whole goal is to try to get the bike up and get more clearance, especially in the stock style classes that you're running in. What we're trying to do is allow your guy to get that clearance, get more lean angle, and even onto the street it does it. So what we do is we actually have an extension that goes on the top of your shock that raises it a full inch. So currently, like right now, you have the Legends 14s on there. You've moved the bike up to a 15. So it's really giving that clearance that matches the front end. That's getting the longer length, get it in there, and it still meets with the requirement of the BRL. The other side of it is it's a super easy, about 10-minute install for anybody that's also wanting to get that extra inch out of that bike.
Now, when you're doing this, it does not change the geometry, it does not change the function, it does do nothing to the shock other than lift the bike up so you can corner faster, ride better, you can use your bike both on the track, and the cool part is, if you want to go out and race with it, you can, and you can take them back off if you want to get it lower, so you're not on your tippy toes trying to ride the bike.
Absolutely. So I did a little bit of BRL racing myself, and one of the things I did is I actually used our extensions on there, and so when I was doing racing or going up into the mountains and I knew the wife wasn't going and I wanted that extra clearance, like I said, 10-15 minute install, so I'd actually install them in there. When the wife wanted to come for a ride, we wanted to lower down, give a little bit more security, we allowed to do it, and again, 10 minutes, you're back in. But absolutely, it's just one of those versatile parts that allows you to be a lot more aggressive with the bike and not change any of the geometry.
Now, Arlen Ness is no stranger to the motorcycle industry.
Correct.
You guys have been around forever. You've been making parts. What else? I mean, so many of our customers are bagger, performance bagger guys. And since we're sitting in front of the performance bagger, our super stock bike, tell us, what else can somebody buy from Arlen Ness that will go right onto their road glide, their street glide, simple bolt-on stuff anybody can do that's going to make their bike into a badass street bike?
So one of the biggest thing, and it's going to complement a lot with the shock extensions on there, is we make a drop tree. So we sell it in a just top only, or we do a top and bottom. But what that does with the drop tree is it allows you to drop either your stock front end 2 inches, or we have marks in there, so if you didn't want a full 2 inch, so you're a little shorter guy, but you still want that clearance, you can go 1 inch, you can go 2 inch, or you can put it in this actual stock position. The other side within that too is the guys that are even going for the big clearance, again, super sport, super stock class here, is you can take your +2s, drop them down there, and now you're +4. So it's complementing that 15-inch suspension that you're gonna have on there to allow you to get even more clearance on there. So going in with that, I mean, a ton of air cleaners. So we're going all the way from 2000 all the way up to 24 now. We actually have the 24 air cleaners ready to go in stock. We have them for the set stock guys that just bolt right on. We actually have, again, same thing across all the board, 2000 to 24 of our new oval stage 2s. Everything on that, everything we aim at is performance. So the same time with the guys that are wanting to be more aggressive with the baggers, get up in the hills, but they're not necessarily wanting to race, we actually make our mid control that works on the bikes, works almost on every single pipe out there without having to buy a new pipe. And what that does is it's getting you up, getting you clearance. And one of the kind of cliches, comments and statements we make on it is the fact that we build ours for 8 hours, not 8 laps. So what we're trying to do is we want you to be aggressive, be up in the hills, but also take off and go for that longer ride. If you're going to Arizona, you're heading up north, you're getting on 101 or 1, you're ready to go, but when you hit those corners, you can still get aggressive on them.
So everything Arlen Ness builds, not only is it made to look cool, but it's really functional.
Absolutely. And we really don't go after anything if it doesn't improve the bike in some way and touches form. We basically, every piece on here, from the carbon fiber fenders to our grips, even to our handlebars, everything that we do is aimed at just making it work and look good.
Well, and this thing's bitching. This is absolutely a bitching carbon fiber fender, and everybody is putting these on their bikes.
Absolutely.
You know, carbon fiber's the new fad, and I can tell you why. It weighs nothing.
Absolutely.
It's strong.
Yep.
And it looks cool.
And that's another point with us. When you're getting into, a lot of guys are doing a custom paint, as you see even on this bike right here. one of the things we wanted to do with the carbon fiber fender is, one, bring it in at a price point for you and as a customer that can work with it. But we also wanted, when you're doing paint changes or you're doing fender changes, tire changes, that you can put a bike on and you're not having to wait 3 to 4 weeks for paint to get a bike for a steel fender, and also save that weight on it. Of course, we're going after that performance side of it, and weight is a definite performance side, especially when you're going to the front end. An extra 5 or 6 pounds is changing the way your tire flexes, changing the way your suspension handles. All that will take into part. So getting that carbon fiber on there is just one more step of making it a better performance bike.
Now, there's a big history with Arlen Ness. It all started with, obviously, Arlen Ness. It's still a family business. It's not a big corporate-owned company. So it's a family business. His son, Corey Ness, and now Zach Ness. Everybody's involved in the company. And it used to be Arlen's Motorcycle Parts. Way back when, he used to put 2 engines in bikes. He started the custom bike scene.
Oh, he did.
And without a doubt, he is the I don't know what you call it, the king of it.
Oh, he is.
Know?
It really, I mean, for me, it's an honor just to work there. I mean, when the history that rolls through there, between just looking in our museum, the bikes that he built, the way he saw a bike was just one of these things that I can't see. Like,
he was a visionary.
He was, absolutely. He would see it. And one of the cool things, the backstory, and there is a video you can watch on it, but Arlen started the custom bike because back in the 50s and 60s, when you showed up at a show, you only got to show that bike for 1 year. And at the end of the day, you had to come back with a new bike. Well, Arlen didn't have the money to do a new bike, but he had the inventiveness and ability to look at something and go, I'm going to do this. So that bike just constantly took drastic change each year, so he wouldn't have to buy a new bike, but could still enter in the shows, and started developing parts off of that.
I think one of the neatest things about your company is that I can pick up the phone, I can call Corey Ness, he'll answer it. You can talk to Zach Ness,
Absolutely.
You can talk to you. There's never a barrier. You guys don't put up roadblocks.
Not at all.
And you know that's something that's so important, because guys riding bikes, guys building bikes, sometimes it's scary. You're looking at something, well, this is gonna look cool, but is it really gonna work? And you guys will answer the phone, you'll help them. And I think that's invaluable.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the one thing you literally can call, ask for Zach. If he's there, he's going to answer the phone. He's going to talk to you. If you have an issue, you want to talk to Corey, you want to talk to me, you want to talk to anybody in there. That's our goal, is to make sure that when you get in, that you feel part of the team just as much as we are part of that team. And that comes back to that products, getting a hold of us. And when you say the whole family, even Corey's sister, Sherry, she's head of HR. So it literally, Arlen's wife still comes in every week and works. We are literally that family, and that's the way we try to treat every customer as well.
Now, you mentioned earlier, something I did not know, you used to race Bagger Racing League.
Yes.
So tell me about that, because not everybody can do that. You're going 165 miles an hour down a straightaway. That's freaking balls out.
So my background kind of falls from doing track days on sport bikes and racing motocross to a local level of pro. Never got to supercross, stuff like that. So it was kind of a transition when I heard that I can go race a Harley on the street and have the fun and see how much I can push it. I was game on. And when Rob Bidos came in and said with the BRL, let's do this, I was in. I actually showed up at Chuckawalla for the first introduction on it with a box stock Harley, even still had the stock pipes on it because I had less than about 400 miles on it. And they're like, bring your suit just in case. And so I went out there and I was just like, dang it, all right, we're in. So we did Sonoma, and we did the very first one in Salt Lake. And it just came to the point for me, after a couple crashes and different stuff, that just trying to push the bike to the limit, the wife kind of made me step back a little bit and says, go ride your bike, but let's take back on the racing, plus the bills.
That's something still that you have that on your resume.
Oh, absolutely.
You can say, I've raced the Bagger Racing League.
Absolutely.
It's seriously most everybody's dream to do that. But the cool part is, you can buy everything on this bike from Lifestyle Cycles. There's not a part you cannot get, and you can build your own performance bagger, whether you're trying to go and race on the track at the Bagger Racing League, if you want to go out and just race the canyons, twisties, or just ride the bike to work. We have everything you need.
Absolutely, and that's the thing with you guys, with Lifestyle Cycles running it, you are correct. And one of the cool things seeing you guys get into this is just that. You can take any bike off the showroom, and the bike you have standing here is a bike you can build. There's not one single part on here that is not available to the public. And that was the one cool thing when Rob came out with this class, was going, hey, grab your bike, let's go racing. It's not a, hey, you need to have about 100 grand to go racing. No, grab your bike, put some money into it, see how far you want to take it, but you can be out there racing. And so that was one of the things we aimed at on that first race too, is I came out on actual 19 and an 18 tire on there, and we kept that bike so it looked like if you wanted to roll into the track, you could roll into the track and race and drive home. That was our main goal when we heard that class. What we want to do is we want to make sure everybody knows, and it's not just racing. The cool thing is we'd love to see out BRL, but there's also track days, which is a really cool thing to up your skills on riding, up your skills on the roads, and just see what you can do in a safe environment. It's phenomenal. So you don't have to be a racer to be out there and enjoy the track too.
No, you really don't. And you know, for people that don't know anything about this bike was a 100% stock 2017 Road Glide just a few months ago. And this was done, it was turned into this race bike in just 2 days. So this bike's got a rich history. It's got a super cool factor because of what happened. And anybody, you can build this. It's easy, it's simple. The tech guys at Lifestyle Cycles will help you if you have any questions. The guys at Arlen Ness will help you. Everything Arlen Ness is available, Lifestyle Cycles online megastore. And again, as I keep saying, anything you buy at Lifestyle Cycles, you get 5% back in Lifestyle Cycles Megabucks. And if we can possibly earn your business, give us a shot. We will do everything we can to make you one of our customers here.
Absolutely. No, I agree 100%. These guys, I've bought parts personally from here. It's one of the best shops I've personally ever dealt with.
Right on. Well, listen, Kelly, I want to thank you for doing this with me. This is fantastic.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. And come out, check them out, go on their website, order some parts, and let's go racing.